Welcome to Nchabs Motivates. In this video, we'll talk about how David Goggins turned pain, struggle, and discipline into a life of incredible success, and how his story went on to inspire millions around the world. Today, when people hear the name David Goggins, they think about mental toughness. They think about a man who pushes past limits most people would never dare to approach. But Goggins' success didn't start with fame, recognition, or motivation speeches. It started with pain. David Goggins grew up in a life filled with hardship. His childhood was difficult, and growing up he struggled with confidence, learning difficulties, and a constant feeling that he wasn't good enough. For years, life seemed to be moving in the wrong direction. He was overweight, unhappy, working a job he hated, and deep down, he knew he was capable of more. One day, that realization became too painful to ignore. Goggins decided that if he wanted a different life, he would have to become a different person. That decision changed everything. He pushed himself to lose over 100 pounds in a short period of time so he could qualify for one of the toughest military forces in the world, the United States Navy SEALs. But becoming a Navy SEAL wasn't the end of his story. It was just the beginning. The discipline and mental toughness he developed during those brutal years of training became the foundation of everything he would achieve later in life. After his military career, Goggins started taking on challenges that seemed impossible. He ran ultra-marathons. He completed some of the most brutal endurance races on the planet. He pushed his body far beyond what most people believed was humanly possible. But something interesting began to happen. People started paying attention, not just because of the races, not just because of the physical achievements, but because of the mindset behind it all. Goggins had a message that people desperately needed to hear, a message about accountability, a message about discipline, a message about refusing to live below your potential. And that message eventually became something that would impact millions of people. His book. In 2018, Goggins released his life story in the powerful book, Can't Hurt Me. The book told the truth about his life. The struggles, the failures, the painful moments. But more importantly, it showed how he transformed those struggles into strength. The book became a global success. Millions of people read it. Athletes, entrepreneurs, students, and everyday people found themselves inspired by the raw honesty and relentless mindset that Goggins shared. The message was simple but powerful. Your mind will always try to protect you from pain, but growth lives on the other side of that pain. Goggins often talks about something he calls the accountability mirror. It's the idea that instead of blaming the world for your problems, you face yourself honestly. You look in the mirror, you accept your weaknesses, and then you go to work, fixing them. That level of honesty is rare, but it's also the reason his message resonates with so many people. David Goggins didn't become successful because life was easy. He became successful because he refused to let pain define him. Instead, he used pain as fuel to train harder, fuel to push further, fuel to prove to himself that he was capable of more. Today, David Goggins is known around the world as one of the most powerful motivational voices of this generation. His speeches inspire millions. His story pushes people to challenge their limits. And his book continues to change lives across the world. But if you ask Goggins about success, he won't talk about fame. He won't talk about money. He won't talk about recognition. Because to him, success means something much deeper. Success is becoming stronger than the person you used to be. Success is refusing to quit when life gets difficult. Success is waking up every day and pushing yourself to be better than yesterday. David Goggins once said something powerful. The most important conversations you'll ever have are the ones you'll have with yourself. And that's the lesson his story teaches us. Your life doesn't change when things get easier. Your life changes when you decide to become stronger. So, whatever challenge you're facing right now, remember this. The limits you feel are often just the beginning of your potential. This has been Nchabs Motivates. And remember, you are capable of far more than you think.